Newcastle restricted the number of goal-scoring opportunities in the first half. Important for your team to stay patient.
Absolutely, that was the key word. We had to be patient, but we need to play with a different urgency and rhythm. And that's what we've done much better in the second half, as well as occupying different spaces and threading those spaces more. And that's how we scored the goals.
The game's decided. I know we were a goal down, but the incident with Callum Wilson and the penalty, I think that's a really tough call against us. And of course, then they score the second goal in the aftermath of that.
Spectacular, wasn't it, from Gabriel Martinelli?
Yeah, the movement, the pass from Tommy was great. And then when the ball is flying over your head, it's really difficult to keep the ball down like he did. So that's what he can do.
You've had to be patient to wait for your opportunities this season.
As I always say, even if I play 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm always ready to play and show something.
Gavi, like others that we have, and I'm lucky to have them, they are really respectful, they are patient, but as well they challenge every decision in the right way. And this is what happens when you train like he does. The moment he needs to play, he's ready.
You're still right at the beginning of your tenure in terms of working with the players. Are you already seeing a response in terms of what you're trying to get across?
Yeah, I think so. I think the players have been very responsive. I think they've, in the 2 games that we've had, given everything to the team. I can't ask any more than their best. We know we're in a really difficult position, and we know we've got some important games to come.
Arsenal back to winning ways. Newcastle's woes continue. You're having a bit of a full-back love-in this week. We've got Tavares. Now, it only takes a minute to transform a player's career with a bit of Mikel.
A little bit of loving from Mike. He was excellent. And I'm not just doing it because he was a full-back, but he was one of the best players on the pitch. What I liked about him is he just didn't stay. Every opportunity, he went forward, and he went forward with quality. You know, sometimes when you're a full-back in there, his first instinct, look at him, can I get forward? I mean, Kraft had an absolute nightmare against him today. He ends up fouling him here.
But he certainly did.
I really like the next clip. This is what I'm seeing with a modern-day full-back. Look at his position here. He gets in this is where you would find normally a midfielder. And us full-backs from back in the day wouldn't know what to do there. But look at the awareness from him to play Saka in there. I mean, what is he, 21 from Benfica? A little chop here. He's confident now. He's having fun. £8 million. He's keeping out Kieran Tierney, who I really love. He started the last 5 games. And everything he did in his game today was just quality. Look at that for a ball. I mean, you would have scored that, Gary. Well, so you say, but there's no evidence of that, Jermaine. We keep looking for the evidence, but it's never there. But he today was brilliant. He really was.
And he's never had a love like this before. No question about that. As for Newcastle, well, still without a win, still without a clean sheet. They're in trouble.
And you can see why in performances like today. I thought for moments they looked OK today, but then when it really came down to it, some of the decision-making defensively is just all over the place and shocking. I mean, Kraft coming out of his position, why I don't know there, because there's no pressure on the ball. Partey's in midfield, he's got time when this ball comes to him to get his head up. Arsenal exploited this space down this side time and time again against Newcastle today, and it's because they were just so disjointed at times, and the decision-making from individuals as well, like lack of leadership and just that lack of understanding in defensive moments. They look great here, they've got plenty of bodies, they look like everything's under control, but Kraft's got to get tighter, put some aggression into the way that you press. One simple kind of run from Saka, and now all of a sudden you're 1v1, everything's at 6s and 7s, and you've got a man free in the middle of the box. So to have that many numbers, there's no communication, there's no talking. And I spoke about leadership a minute ago. Here's a shape again. This is the way you might be if you're Newcastle at the Emirates. Quite often, the little bit of space that you've gone into there is what they wanted to do all game. Kraft's lost his man, right? He's lost his man. So who's reacting? Who's seeing what's going on? There's my skipper. He can see everything that's going on in this phase of play. But instead of getting across, putting in a crunching tackle or a goal-saving tackle, he stood there with his arm in the air.
Waving to someone.
He's saying, look, let VAR deal with that. Yeah. And then that's the first goal. The second goal is just as bad. They start off in a really nice line, good shape, everything looks great. But as it develops, Richie's getting deeper and deeper on that far side. So now Shaw goes in, he's out of position. Again, Jamal Lascelles can see everything. But because the line is all over the place, Martinelli can just make that run, He gets kept onside by Matt Ritchie. And you're just looking at it
Cracking
going...
finish, though.
Great finish, but you're looking at it going, he's got so much work to do.
Yes.
You know, the bottom line of it is, if these stats here stay the same, they're basically bottom of everything. Goals conceded, XG conceded, and the shots faced. You can sign as many flamboyant players as you want in January.
It's not going to be easy to sign them in January.
If that don't change, nothing. You know, you're gonna go down.
That's very true. Now, we've had a complaint from a viewer about a couple of decisions. Mr. A. Shearer of Byker Grove has written in, and he's not happy.
What's he not happy about? Which one?
He's not happy with this. Should have had a penalty, he thinks, or 2 penalties.
No, that's not enough. Come on, Alan, you're better than that. You know.
I think there's something in this. I mean, Ødegaard's not even looking, and he's got his arms all over him, but... You know,
if you're going to give a penalty every single time, if you start giving up for that, Jermaine.
Well, you think this is a penalty?
I actually think Tavares, I've given him all the loving, but I actually think this is a penalty.
This has never been
I really do. I think Wilson's just ahead of him, just a little touch.
Never been a penalty.
I actually think that's a penalty.
No chance. Well, we have to balance it out as well, because, you know, in this type of situation, Arsenal fans are going, what about this?
Ooh.
And
well, that's
I think they have
more
a
than
point,
either of the other two.
in all honesty. I mean, that is...
I agree with that.
It's pretty reckless, put it that way.
So 1 for 1.
OK. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Shearer. 5 games coming your way on Match of the Day 2.